In this episode of You, Joe faces new problems with Peach and Beck. He tries to protect Beck and keep control, but things get messy and dangerous fast. Previously, Joe was just stalking Beck. Now he is her stalker boyfriend, and things are worse. He watches her sleep and secretly smells her underwear. Beck has somehow forgotten that she doesn't know anything about Joe's life and is trying hard to bring him into her friend's circle. She even brings him to a girls' night bachelor party, which Joe finds annoying. He also judges Beck's friends for their low-calorie drinks, even though Beck is thin herself. Joe thinks Peach is against him, and he hopes being a perfect boyfriend will help him win. But girls like Beck usually prefer someone more distant. Annika walks into Joe's bookstore in a velvet robe and says it smells musty. She talks about how much she earns from Instagram and offers free promotion. Joe tricks her into posting an old photo of Peach before her nose job and writes the caption himself. Feeling happy with this, he dresses up for a fancy date, but Beck cancels because Annika is having a breakdown. A video of Annika being racist got leaked, and now she's losing followers and sponsors. Good news for Beck. Her writing advisor wants to connect her with an agent. Beck tells Peach, but Peach takes over the plan and arranges a party at Joe's bookstore so Beck can meet the agent Roger. Joe starts stalking Peach and tries to chase her during her morning run, but fails. He also hates her home's weird interior. Back at Joe's place, the young boy in his building is pretending to read a classic book, but is actually studying about child prosecution laws. Joe tells him not to report Ron and gives him the Count of Monte Cristo to read instead. At the party, Beck feels underdressed again. Joe gives her a nice pep talk. She meets Roger, who kisses loudly and talks big. Peach insults Joe and his bookstore job. Then, a bunch of unrealistic things happen. Peach brings her laptop to the party. Joe steals it, moves it all around the city, and somehow doesn't get caught. He finds a bikini photo of Beck and takes it to the torture basement to pleasure himself. While coming back, he hears Peach telling Roger to reject Beck gently. Peach later realizes her laptop is missing and knows Joe took it. Beck doesn't seem to care. Joe finds out Peach's laptop password is Beckalicious and sees that Peach is secretly obsessed with Beck. Peach possibly loves Beck, but cannot be with her because of family or money issues. Joe tells Beck everything he heard Peach and Roger say, which makes Beck very upset. She runs off to meet Roger, who turns out to be a creep just like her professor. He touches her and lies about reading her work. Later, Beck confronts Peach, who says she didn't expect Roger to do that because he's been clean since 9/11. Joe tries to be nice to the young boy again, but the boy is angry. He says Ron is hurting his mom now and doesn't want to wait years for revenge like the book says. Beck comes to Joe's place to say sorry. Just then, Peach calls. She says she took pills and wants Beck to come over. Beck goes and stays the night. Joe is jealous and imagines Beck and Peach together. Now Joe wants to kill Peach. But instead of planning it well, he runs up behind her during a jog and hits her with a rock. He doesn't check if she's dead and throws the rock nearby. Peach survives. When Joe gets home, he finds out the young boy tried to kill Ron. Joe helps Ron by making him throw up. In return, Ron beats up Joe. At least this gives Joe an alibi for Peach's attack. Joe's problems with Peach and Beck are getting worse. Will Peach survive? What will Joe do next? Watch the next episode to find out.